All right. Hi, guys. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Let me adjust my mic. Your girl got a new computer and, of course, set it up and it to be a butt. And my mic is giving me some trouble too, so. Hopefully, just got to get a new mic stand. That's fine. So I think what I can do is just change it this way. Hopefully you guys can still hear me okay. We're going to start off. I'm going to be using the Untamed Mysteries. It's kind of been going well, so I'm going to stick with it. But let's do our community read real quick, and then we'll get started. So I'm going to use this Divine Doors. I used this in my latest pick a card, and it's just so cool. It's like finding a doorway to walk through, and then just getting a really cool message that you can take with you. So let's see what kind of message we can take with us into the weekend. I think I will do a quick fan out because this is such a cool deck. All right, let's go with this one. Fun fact, I've actually been here before. So this is, if you have something that you have been focusing on and you want to know if you should do it or what the answer is yes. It says, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. So going into the weekend, that's such a great message to just kind of maybe take a leap of faith if that's something you've been thinking of, or just get out and move and do something that is very freeing to you. Do something that helps relieve the stagnancy, if any, that you've had this past week. Oh, this one's one of my favorites. This is Silent Skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in... I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. So this says, breathe in, breathe out, and let go of doubt. And I think that's between the two of these, let go of the doubts, anything that's holding you back, let go of those anxieties, those fears as we go into the weekend, to allow yourself to be free, to just explore and basically just relieve all of that tension and stress. You know what? I think I'll do one more and then we'll get started with the readings. Ooh, this one calls to me. This is the Three of Cups, so it's the equivalent of like the Three of Cups. So a toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups and happiness, 3 cheers are done. And this says celebration is neat. So it seems like you need to go out, be free, find ways to relieve that anxiety and get in contact with friends, reconnect with friends if you haven't been connecting with them, or perhaps just go out and celebrate with friends. So these are your doors into the weekend. I love this little deck. My bestie, my high school best friend, actually bought that for me. So I'm going to get the deck all warmed up, and Kat, you're gonna be the first one up. And Blue, are you just hanging out, or are you gonna do some readings, or do you want a reading today? Not that you're gonna be doing readings, sorry. All right, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, Caitlin, nice having you today. Let's see. So remember, guys, I do 1-card readings from the chat, and then I do multi-card readings from the tip link in my description. So if you want a more in-depth reading, more information than I can give with just 1 card, feel free to send a little tip my way. All right, Caitlin, you want to know how Patrick feels about you. Let's see. So just a reminder, this is my slidey deck, so be patient with me. All right, let's see what we have here. Well, we have Judgment. So I feel like, I think he feels like the path has been made. Things have been clearly decided between you guys. I don't know that this is necessarily a feeling about you, but a feeling about the entire situation. So Judgment is generally a sign of awakening. So I feel like you breaking up with him might have been the wake-up call that he's been needing for whatever else. So I always say that I can only get so much from one card, but this one seems pretty clear that perhaps the breakup was good for both of you. And perhaps that's a sign that this is inviting a change, a new path that Patrick can go down, and probably you as well. Maybe this is just a mutually beneficial thing, even though it might not feel like it right now. I really like the Judgment card because it's one card away from the end of the major arcana. So this is like a sign that you have ended. You're on the path to ending this cycle and going into perhaps a new journey soon. But there's also this air of freedom. So when you're starting to end a cycle, there's a hint of freedom from that. Sometimes, whether it's good or bad, a good or bad cycle. So yeah, I don't think he necessarily feels one way or another um, about you, but I think overall he's happy with the situation and is just feeling probably a little renewed. So if the situation you got out of was bad or something like that, perhaps it's a good choice that you made. Hi, Intuitive Moon Tarot. How are you doing? Long time no chat. I've been seeing you on TikTok though, so I'm like the weird stalker that sees you on TikTok. Let's see. See what messages your ancestors have. So we have the Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor is generally a card of like, I guess, kind of fatherly, like strict energy. Not strict, but structural. There's this element of power. But in reverse, I feel like your ancestors are saying that maybe if you've been feeling powerless for a while, or if you've been feeling like you've been in a chaotic situation, you just kind of have to bring that structure back. So this is like their sign saying like tap into that power that you have, your own internal power, because it's there. And I really like this Emperor card because if you look at it upright, it's this very regal roaring lion. So tap into that energy. I think are we still in Leo season? What's today's date? Yeah, I guess we are. um but yeah, so tap into that strength, tap into that power, find that structure in your life. And this could be a sign that maybe you need to rely on somebody who kind of embodies that as well. So if you have someone around you who you can rely on for that structure or to help give you that structure, someone who might have more of like a fatherly, like a fatherly friend type vibe. Hi, Facebook user. How are you doing? Hi, Kara. Thank you for joining. Facebook user, let me know your name so I know who I'm talking to. Restream likes to, for whatever reason, Restream shows up like this. So like instead you show up as like Facebook user instead of like actual whoever. Okay, Kara, you are up next. Let me know what your question is. Intuitive, do you still post on Instagram? I feel like I only see you on TikTok now. Oh, hey Nate. Do you want a reading? Or are you just chatting? Whoop. Oh no. Card down. Okay. Not sure how I'm feeling about lo-fi music. Might go back to my ambient. Kara, if you're still hanging out in the queue, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And Nate, if you'd like a reading, let me know. And for those of you who are following me on social medias, I'm going to start offering tarot readings for like as a service for my shop. So if you've been enjoying my lives and been kind of wanting to do a little bit more privately off stream, then just make sure you follow me because I'm going to be releasing those pretty soon. But my bone readings are available. So if you are just feeling a little lost and need some guidance on what to even ask about, the bone readings are perfect. Okay, Kara, let's see what's coming to you in love. Oh, we have the sun. I think you're going to have some really, if things haven't been quite going well, things are really going to turn around. Or if you have already been experiencing things starting to go well for you, I think that's just going to continue getting better. The sun is really about feeling happy and feeling like the warmth of the sun on your skin, that kind of thing. But it's also a sign of success. So if you've been feeling a little unsuccessful in love, then this is a sign that things are coming to a change. And the cool thing is, since you have the sun card, this is probably going to be something that is pretty impactful to you. So this might be something, a sign of a really important relationship coming through, or really important changes to a relationship if you're already in one. It just depends on your specific situation. But the sun card is a great card to get. It's something you can definitely look forward to, like think of the concept of waiting for the sun to rise, that kind of thing. So yeah, you have some really good things. Trying to see if I see anything else in this card. And perhaps, sorry in advance if you hear my cat whining in the background. So perhaps too, with the sun card, I see, you see that horse, and it's a squirrel. Okay, I thought it was a cat. It's a squirrel riding the horse. So I feel like maybe if someone is coming into your life, this is going to be someone that I think is going to bring structure, but adventure, and someone who overall is just going to bring a lot of joy and fun into your life. Only thing I can't see, and it's kind of hard in tarot anyway, is like the timing of it. The sun card though is a major arcana, so it's a sign that whenever it does happen, it's going to be impactful and probably be a very important part of your life. I think I'm going to change up the background music a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so anybody else in the queue waiting for a reading? There we go. So I got this as a Kickstarter. This is the Untamed Mysteries Tarot. I'm digging it. It's a little plasticky, like it kind of has that plasticky sound, but it's actually really to be honest, I tend not to read X's as suns, so I get a strong vibe that it's going to be someone new, Kara. Someone like new, freshing, like think of it like a new dawn, someone exciting, new adventures. So this is by the Wheel of Fortune Tarot.com. And if anybody's curious, they do have an Etsy that has these this deck and all the other variants of the same deck. Yeah, you're very welcome. It's quiet today. So I think I'm going to pull a door card for myself for the weekend. I really like these cards because they were a gift, and the only oracle cards that No, I'd be lying if I said they were the only oracle cards gifted to me. So I'm going to pull a card for myself. I want to see what door I should walk through this weekend. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this is one of my favorite doors. This door is Destiny. So it says one door closes, another one opens for you. Let the plans of destiny un- unravel true. Oh, and the cool thing about this, some cards have this little pass it on. So, yeah, if anybody else is wondering about their destiny, I am passing this on to you as well. It's very interesting because I've been wanting to make some changes with stuff. So, this is a good sign. Hi, Nora. Thanks for joining the queue. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. Hey, Blue. There you are. I'll do Nora and then I have you up next, Blue. I'm doing well. Happy that it's Friday. How are you doing? All right, let's see what is generally going on in terms of love. Let's see, general love message. We have the Five of Cups. So, this is generally a card of disappointment, feeling like you've been let down, a little bit of grief. So, if you've been kind of in this energy for a while, this is also a sign that you might be missing things that are right in front of you, something that's right on your nose that can make you happy. Whether that be, so it makes it feel like there's someone around you who could be a more important part of your life that maybe you're not quite noticing because you've been in this mind space of feeling a little just disappointed how the situation has been. But the thing that I like about the Five of Cups is that even though you kind of feel like that, you kind of feel like maybe you failed in the realm of love. That's not true. It's just this is the feeling that you're in right now, but the reality is there's things around you that you're just missing because you're in this headspace. So I think one of the things that you have to do with the Five of Cups, the thing that it suggests is that you need to forgive yourself for whatever it is you feel like you need to forgive yourself for, and just kind of be more accepting of yourself as well. So that way, once you get into that mind space, you start to see the things that maybe you've been missing out on that could have made you happy a lot longer ago. And there's also sometimes this hint that there is someone in your life that you've known for quite a while that you might be missing out on. So that's something else to explore as well. You're welcome. Destiny, yeah, just join the queue, use exclamation point join, and I will get you after Blue. So, Blue, go ahead, put your question in the chat. Hi, Hillary, how are you doing? Exclamation point join, no spaces, all lowercase. Okay, Blue, will you get in touch with her? Let's see. I wish I had my coin. Just do a quick yes or no, and then we could do a more meaningful card pull. Let's see if you'll get in contact with her. Oh, look at that, the sun card. So, yeah, I think you will. And not only will you get back in contact, I think it'll be a happy, like, reconnection. Probably something that is will eventually be long overdue, but it's ultimately going to be something that makes you happy. The sun has, I don't know if you've heard my spiel because I literally just pulled this, but the sun is like a card of success, happiness, joy. So you're going to experience all of these things once that happens. It's just, so the only thing is, I can't tell that with just this card. Mm, Maybe sooner rather than later, if I'm guessing from the bottom of the deck. But the sun, the what I do like though is, just being patient. Regardless, it'll be worthwhile because the sun is major arcana. These are very major, impactful things in our lives that tend to stick around for a while. So, I'm guesstimating maybe it'll be maybe like 2 weeks or so, but I don't like to give exact timing in tarot. It's very nebulous. So I would say just sooner rather than later. But I think the most important part of this is that it's something that will stick around for a while. Hopefully, hopefully it does happen like sooner rather than later. You're welcome. Um, so Hillary, Destiny, the join didn't work, but I'm gonna take Destiny's question. Just know in the future, next time use exclamation point join, or I won't take your question. Um, I'm sorry. What's your actual question, Destiny? I thought that was it. Sorry. Can you clarify a little? Are you trying to ask if the appeal will go well in general? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. And Hillary, if you're hanging out, you can go ahead and put your question in the chat. Destiny, I'm not gonna lie, I understand it's been hard, but please do not like dictate things to me on my own channel. I will pull your card, but please just be aware that other readers would not respond very well to that. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is I feel like this is a sign that things are going to start to go well, but they haven't yet. The Page of Pentacles is earth energy is very, very slow moving. Hi everyone. Use exclamation point join to enter the queue. Um, and I will pull your questions in order. So, the thing that I like about this, though, the thing that gives me hope is that the Page of Pentacles is a sign of like manifestation and opportunity. So I think this is a sign you have here the opportunity to start manifesting what it is that you're looking for. So you're in this, what I like to call like, you're in like this gray space right now. You're not in the green, you're not in the red. So you have the opportunity to change this around. So what I would recommend is that if you do manifestations or if you do spell work or anything like that, um, do that. But then also in the physical world, start to perhaps take opportunities with your lawyers, spend more time with them, see what it is you can start to bring further to the table if you haven't done that already. So, this is just a sign that things are not good or bad, but you have power here. So that is really a great message, that you have the power to bring opportunities to the table to actually manifest what you're looking for. Sure. You're welcome, Destiny. All right, let's see. Sunchild, I see you in the queue, so I'm going to get you up next after Hillary. And then Myrtle, just use exclamation point join, and I'll get you added to the queue. Miss Skulls, can you just do exclamation point join without the text with it? All right, let's see. Hillary, just wanted general about your current life. No, I understand. Just remember, guys, I do one card pulls from the chat, and then I do multi-card pulls from tips. So if you want a more in-depth reading, you can use my tip link in the description. All right. We have here the Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like you're going through right now a period of being really you're going through like a really chaotic period right now, where you're feeling perhaps, where it's starting to reflect back on you as you being a little maybe short tempered, impatient, starting to maybe take things out on other people or the people around you. And it definitely hasn't been making you happy. But the thing that I like about the Queen of Wands is, if you can take some of that power back and switch this energy around, you have the ability to tap into that intuition that the queens hold, but you also have the ability to tap into the passion that the wands hold. So you have this ability. You just aren't able to tap into it because of just how things have been affecting you lately. And the Queen of Wands in reverse is really generally someone who can come off as really domineering, and maybe sometimes also she gives in to like envy or greed. So yeah, this is a sign that I think that if you want to change the current energies, so this is the current energy, but if you want to change that, the Queen of Wands upright, what I always like to say is switch that energy around so you can tap into this, because the Queen of Wands upright is, like I said, a very creative and passionate queen, and is all about growth. Yeah, and it's tough, right, Hillary? Because when you're stressed out, you don't necessarily realize how you might come off to people. We all do it. We're all human, right? So it's just a matter of recognizing it, and then you can change it. And honestly, if you change it and you're able to tap into this Queen of Wands energy here, then that's an awesome trajectory to be going down. All right, guys. So make sure you use exclamation point join um, to enter the queue. I feel like some people have tried, but if you don't do it in that order, then it's not going to work. And it has to be the only thing in that line. Don't put your questions in the chat before I call you. All right, up next we have Sunchild. Go ahead, put your question in the chat for me. You're very welcome, Hillary. Good luck. That was a great question. I hope everything, the stress relieves itself. All right, so I'm going to read off who's in the queue. I'm currently doing Sunchild. Up next, I have Priya, and then I have Serenity. So if you feel like you should be in the queue but you're not, Use exclamation point join and nothing else. No spaces, all lowercase. All right, Sunchild, let's see how Linnell. Hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. Okay, how does Linnell feel about you? Yay, I said it right. Awesome. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, which is actually, it doesn't it seems like a scary card, but it's actually a more positive card than upright. Seven of Swords in reverse is a sign of like commitment and challenges. So I feel like this is someone who is perhaps finding it challenging to find a way to commit to you. Um, and like maybe this could be a few things, but because it's swords and it feels like maybe there's a communication thing that doesn't go well for you guys. You guys are maybe a little out of sync all the time. Uh, but the thing is that there's also this air of like responsibility, and there's this air of acceptance. So I feel like he's accepted that this is a challenge, and perhaps that could mean that maybe he won't make a move because he's not sure how to. He's accepted the situation that he's in. So I feel like if this is yeah, so if he's accepted being on this hamster wheel, someone has to make a move, and I don't feel like it's going to be him. So I feel like if you want this conversation to go past just this cycle that you're in, you're gonna have to take some flight here and tap into this eagle here, and really deliver the message home. No problem, Myrtle. Got you in. So yeah, I think you guys are just a little out of sync. And what did you say yes? Now I'm invested. Oh, you guys went on a date. Yeah, so so I think what's lacking here, it's hard with one card sometimes. There's so much more I'm sure that I'm missing, but what's lacking here is like that spark of fire. There's if you guys have gotten into this routine, there's like a complacency that's happening that I think the Seven of Swords in reverse is alluding to. So I think there just needs to be more of a like, hey, we've been doing this. This is what I want, and that kind of energy. Because if I don't know if he's just like not that type of person to do that and just waiting for you to do it so he doesn't have to. But I feel like overall, I feel like he likes you. It's just getting him to do anything. Up next, we have Priya. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. Yeah, I I can't stand those cyclical. Oh gosh, words. Cyclical conversations. Sometimes I just have to be like, all right, this is what I want. Are we doing it? Yes or no? Easy. All right, let's see. Let's see what are Ram's feelings for Priya. Exactly, Sunchild. Exactly. Ooh, this one just tossed itself out. Um, this is the Queen of Cups. I know it's hard to see because of the lights, but this is the Queen of Cups. This is actually really awesome card to get. This is a sign that Ram sees a lot of like love and intuition and healing in you. This is a sign of the Queen is really like a pure water energy. So this cups is water, queens are water, and so it's just a sign that maybe you like to go with the flow. He finds you healing, and just finds that whole energy around you to be very nurturing. So I feel like ram really likes you. And if you guys haven't, you know, taken that next step to get out of whatever zone you're in, I think this is a good indication that you probably should. You're welcome, Sunchild. Good luck. All right, Serenity of Soul, you are up next. I feel like I have. Okay, so then after that, I have Miss Skulls, then Myrtle, and then Mardi Gras. Okay, you're welcome, Priya. Let's see what we have here for you, Serenity. Ooh, okay, I guess we're going with this one. We have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is actually a sign of changes that are coming your way. It's like saying that you are, and sorry, let me change this. This is like saying you are in like a transitional phase. And I think because of the swords, I think you're starting to maybe uh transition more mentally than you are like physically. Like instead of the physical world around you, you're starting to just have a different mindset with how you handle yourself in love, and how what kind of people you're going to allow into your life, and how you might handle future or current relationships if you're currently in a relationship. But the Six of Swords is a sign that you're going through this, and the outcome of it will be finding security. So you're going to find you what I feel like this means is you're going to get to a place where you feel secure in yourself to make like the right decisions love wise. So you're in this transition. So this is all about you right now. This is all about, I feel like more so this is more about self-love, so inner love versus like external love, because once you get that down, then you can worry about the external. So if you've been having some struggles in the past, the Six of Swords is a sign that you're going to start to have solutions. You're going to start to process those situations, close them out, and then open up the door for being able to be secure in yourself and in your decisions going forward. So it wasn't quite an external love reading, but I think that's a great self love reading. Hi everyone. If you want to join, use exclamation point join. Pisces, you might have to do that one more time. I don't know. Sometimes Streamlabs likes to be a, but there we go. Gotcha. Up next, we have Miss Skulls. So if you're still hanging out in the chat, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Move that way. Let's see. Let's see what the rest of the year is going to look like for you. You're welcome, Serenity. Thanks for hanging out. Rest of the year for Miss Skulls. I love your username, Miss Skulls. It's so cool. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. Um, the Hanged Man in reverse could be a sign that you might be wanting change, but you're not putting the energy behind it to invite that change. And what I mean by that is upright, the Hanged Man is about um, sacrificing old perceptions to invite new ones in. So in reverse, I feel like there's like a lot of indecision. So that could really mean that whatever cycle that you're currently on, that is what it's going to feel like for the rest of the year. So the vibe for the rest of the year, you're already experiencing it unless you oh, you did autopsies at your free, that I love that. But yeah, so the hangman could be because you're in the cycle, this could be a sign that if you're hoping for any results for something or hoping to achieve something, whatever that might be, you might experience some delays in that. You might also have false expectations of the things that are going to happen, so you shouldn't expect them for like the end of this year, unless you can switch this perspective up. Whatever is happening right now that's causing you to feel stagnant, whatever is closing you off, it's making it hard for you to make decisions. You feel like you might be missing out on opportunities. You need to find out the root cause of that and address it, because otherwise the end of your year is just looking like whatever is going on right now. So I always say, if you can, find a way to turn that energy around, because this is about finding new perspectives, finding release, surrendering yourself to the things that are coming into your future. Thank you for helping, Pisces. I sometimes miss stuff when I'm in the middle of a reading. All right, Myrtle, you are up next, followed by Mardi Gras, Pisces, and then uh, Evangeline. Evangeline. Sorry, I don't know why I struggled with that. I shouldn't have. Um, no stress, no struggle. Try that again. Sometimes it doesn't work the first time. Um, Myrtle, if you're still hanging out, go ahead, put your question in the chat. Yeah, if you expect the worst and decide, well, I'd rather do nothing than do something and have it go bad, then honestly, that's kind of your answer right there. Is like, you give nothing, you get nothing, and you kind of state that's what you can expect for the entirety of the rest of the year, I should say. But you're very welcome. All right, up next we have Mardi Gras. You still hanging out? You good? Uh, let's see. Smaragdenia, Smaragdenia. Make sure you use exclamation point join. Wow, Cheeto, hi from San Diego. I went to visit San Diego not too long ago. It was so awesome. Mardi Gras, go ahead, put your question in the chat. We went to the San Diego Zoo, like the safari thing. It was amazing. Yeah, you got to use exclamation point join. So here, just make sure, type it again, but with an exclamation point in the front. All right, one more call for Mardi Gras. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. I know you're here. Okay. Oh, Mardi Gras, can you come up with another question? I don't do those because the answer is almost always no. Actually, the answer is going to be no for 99% of the world. So I don't like to I don't like to do those. So just so everybody knows, if you don't hear your name, that means you're not in the queue. Pisces, Evangeline, Glam. I feel like your name popped up as something different when you register your joined. And then no stress, no struggle. Cheeto, I had a great time, except your girl got sunburnt. I totally forgot what it was like to hang out on a beach, and yeah, got sunburnt real bad. I felt like a snake I was peeling. Yeah, son, you know, I don't mind if people are like, will I be rich when it comes to like my family and stuff like that? But since they explicitly said money, I don't like doing that. It's disappointing for everybody. um Myrtle, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. I'll do that and then I will get you up next, Pisces. All right, Myrtle. Let's see how he feels. Let's see. Oh, look who popped back up. The Hangman. So, this one is a little difficult for me on its own because the Hangman is about changing perspectives. So, if he at one point liked you or you guys had a really good relationship, this could be a sign that that has changed for whatever reason, and vice versa. If you guys maybe didn't know each other very well, he had no real opinion on you, and didn't know you well enough to like you. Maybe that's a sign things have changed. So this is going to be something that you kind of have to take in. So I'm going to describe the Hangman, and then you can apply it to your situation. So I already said that the Hangman is about changing perspectives, but there's this air of surrender, there's this air of release. So generally, people that are going through this, they're starting to accept the changes that, or the new perspectives, the new understandings that they have about a certain subject. They're starting to just give into that. um but there's also an onus too, right? So this is an active thing. This isn't something that happens to them. This is them actively consciously deciding to either accept those changes or to give into those changes. So I'm sorry, this is a little more ambiguous. This is a little more, the onus is on you for this one. um Let me see if I can get a hint from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, if you guys have known each other, like maybe you guys have tried in the past, maybe this is a sign that they're moving on. Because you have the Ten of Wands as your bottom card here. I don't generally use that in readings, just usually, but when I do one card, I like to kind of pull a little more information if I can. All right, Pisces, you are up next. Yeah, Cheeto, I know now. It was, after not traveling for like 2.5 years, I just didn't have my essentials down. I forgot sunblock. I forgot my sunglasses. Your girl was a mess. Um, let's see, Pisces, if R wants you back. Myrtle, you're welcome. Sorry I missed you there for a second. Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Um, I would say begrudgingly, yes. So and the reason I say begrudgingly is because the aces are a sign of new beginnings, but pentacles are also like um that really slow moving earth energy. So there's a need to feel rooted and secure first, which I think is why I say begrudgingly. Because I think that the ace here is like aces. I would say yes, but I I don't know that it's fully manifested yet. I think that's kind of what I've been trying to get at. So the aces are new beginnings. So maybe it's starting to just realize, like, oh, okay, starting to see things in a new light a little bit. Maybe I should start to revisit this. But um, I do see, the thing that I really like about Pentacles, which is really great, is it's a sign that you could be starting something new with someone who will be family or someone who you can consider family. So this is regardless still a good sign, even though it's a little ambiguous. So I hope that helps, Pisces. I would say too, if there's someone who takes a while to process through things, that would explain that Pentacles energy as well. Um, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my queue. Everybody who is in it is in. So I have up next Evangeline, then I have Glam Glam, No Stress, Ty just joined, and then Earth Angel just joined. Um actually, Cheeto, were you trying to join the queue? Because I didn't get you in there. Unless you're Glam Glam. Someone popped up as Glam Glam in the back end, but um um SP, go ahead and try that again. Sorry, I realized I closed it while you were trying to do stuff. But okay. All right. This is I'll do it like a bar. This is last call. Go ahead, use exclamation point join. If you don't, then I don't have you in my queue. Oh, Sun Empress. Okay, you used to be Glam Glam. Okay. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, just on the back end. I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while. In fact, SP shows up as Ray. So, you got to get rid of the space. No spaces. So, Evangeline, are you still, Era Evangeline, are you still in the queue or chat? Yeah, I don't know why it does that sometimes. Lady Cup, I got you. SP, I got you. Sophie, I don't think it got you. And just to clarify, you have to use. I'll star this so I try not to forget. But if you don't show up in my queue, I tend to forget. I'm so sorry, guys. All right. There you are. Let's see what your connection with W is. There we go. All right. Got you guys. Queue is closed. You guys are in the queue or just closing it so people can't join. All right. Let's see what we have. And if you guys are enjoying my readings, make sure you like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. It helps with the algorithm. Ooh, we have the King of Swords. Sorry, Pam. I just closed my queue. Okay. I'm not rushing today, so I guess very quickly, Pam and Sophie, go ahead and join the queue. So you have the King of Swords here. Pam, I didn't call you. But so what I like about this is the King of Swords is a really fair and intellectual person, generally a little more mature, very thoughtful. The thing about the swords, and this is just kind of like an air sign kind of thing, is sometimes they can be a little aloof. So they can sometimes come off as a little um, like you could be a little uncertain about what it is that they're trying to do, but I don't think they mean it that way. So upright, this card is about it gives off an air of authority and strength as well. So I don't think he wants anything malicious. I think that he's just being really thoughtful about reconnecting or making a connection with you. And you know, some people don't like that sort of air energy, but I think it's fine for the most part. So if that's something that resonates with you, I don't think there's anything malicious in it. I think that perhaps they are just looking to make a connection, and maybe a more intellectual connection than emotional. The King of Swords is a very like air heavy type person, so as long as you can handle the aloofness and just understand it's not malicious, then I would say that, you know, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just be careful for like red signs of being a little manipulative. Sometimes people like that can kind of come off as a little manipulative, a little cold. So if that, you know, just keep an eye out for that. But ultimately, I don't see anything bad in that. And yeah, I don't think I don't see anything bad in that. All right. So up next we have yeah, so when you join the queue, it will repeat your name so you know that you joined. You're welcome. Sun Empress, you're up next. It's funny, it shows up correct in the chat, but in the queue, like in the back end, my view, I see your old name. Manpreet, my queue is closed. Sorry. Uh, Sophie, I'll get you like I think you were around where when Ray joined, right before Lady Cup. So I'll get you in between there. It's fine. Sun Empress, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And so just to let everybody know, up next will be No Stress, No Struggle, Ty, Earth Angel. You come up as Ray, but I think you're RP or RT or something. Lady Love Lady Love Up, Rock With Me. Rock With Me, maybe that's you, Sophie. I'm not sure. Um Smara and then Pam. Oops, wrong one. Chat moved on me. All right. Ooh, a bus driver. Let's see. Let's see what is between you and the bus driver. Oops. Slippery cards. Yep, SP. You popped up as Ray. So if I said Ray, that was you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. Hmm, I feel like if you were to pursue a relationship, I think it would be hard and fast, and maybe not something that lasts long. And to be honest, I don't see a lot of fun with the Nine of Wands either. There might be a lot of hot passion at first, but the Nine of Wands is a card of like persevering instead of yes. So I only do one card readings from the chat and multi card readings for tips and my Facebook crew. Um, but yeah, so the Nine of Wands though, I think that you might have some fun for a little bit, and if you're cool with that, I would say that that's probably fine. If you want more, then you probably won't be getting that out of this particular relationship. Not with not with this Nine of Wands. Yeah, I know that's the I only do one card readings for free. Every once in a while I'll do more, but I generally just do one, get you kind of on the right path, and then you can always dive deeper um, if that is not enough information. But yeah, I mean, so I will say though that this is a card of hope too. So you might want more from the relationship, but I don't know that you would actually get it. All right, no stress, no struggle. I love that name. If you are still hanging out. So after that, I have Ty, Earth Angel, um, SP, Lady Love Up, Rock With Me, Samara, and Pam. Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry, Sun Empress. Well, if you did want more, I do have a tip link in my description. I usually pull 3 cards and then like an oracle card or two, 3 or 4 cards usually. Let's see, how does KH? Sophie, you're just in the middle of all of that, so I remembered. I just was reading the queue off. How does KH feel about you and your situation? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like if you guys have been, in a little bit of a rut, you actually he's feeling hopeful, feeling like maybe there is a sign that things are starting to turn for the better, or he's like looking hopeful for across the horizon kind of thing. The Wheel of Fortune is a sign of good luck, so I think that whether he's or I'm sorry, I don't mean to gender KH. Whether KH is feeling hopeful or not, whether you're feeling hopeful or not, this is a sign you should probably try to be a little more hopeful, because with the downs comes the ups and vice versa. With the ups comes the downs. So just understand that you are in this cycle. You will eventually come out on top of it. You just kind of have to be a little patient, maybe manifest some of that good energy. Try not to get trapped in the negativity. But I really like the wheel, because it's a sign that life happens. It's annoying, but despite that, you can always find change. But I will say, the one other thing about the wheel, which is actually really interesting, is that KH might feel like, even though things may not be going well, you might be like, I hate using the word soulmate. It's so like cliche and overused, but they might see you as your soulmate. They might see you and your relationship as their destiny and as something that is more or less inevitable. So whatever it is, you'll come out of that cycle and come out on top of it. Oh, and funny enough, that is the card on the box. So just thought that was fun to point out. All right, Ty, you are up next if you're hanging out. And again, if you guys are enjoying these readings, give me a like. It helps with the algorithm. Let's see. Will Kim ever communicate? Let's hope for some positive source cards. Oh, and look at that. Three of Pentacles. I think so, but maybe not directly to you. There might have to be a middle party that intervenes with this because the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration and usually involving a third party. So this is about building those, building those foundational blocks and building things back up. Uh, but it's not gonna just be you two. So if you guys have a mutual friend that's involved in this, then I think that that's going to have to happen. Like not necessarily a mediator, but someone who gets the both of you, someone who understands the situation and can kind of be fairly, you know, fairly unbiased in the situation. But I know you mentioned that she's a Capricorn. This is the Earth energy, so this could be a sign that it is, yes, maybe she even noticed these things, and maybe that is what is leading up to the. Sorry, Tammy, my position thing does not work. But I don't have you in the queue unless you're rock with me. If your name used to be that. So, yeah, Ty, I think that this will happen. It just won't be, you guys just need a little help getting there. It just won't be you two. So, which isn't a bad thing. Sometimes we can't do it alone, right? Earth Angel, you are up next. Okay. Then Tammy, or yes, you are fourth up. You're welcome. Ooh, two Capricorns back to back. How will the conversation go with MA? We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's not going to go well. I don't think they're going to be happy. So again, I know Capricorns. Allie Berry, my queue is actually closed for the night. Sorry, but hi. Hope you're doing well. So this Ten of Pentacles is generally a sign that things are not going to end well. Things aren't ending well if they are ending. But there's this air that they can't get out of their own judgment. Like perhaps if they've been judgmental previously, that is not going to change. But there's also this sign that this person, MA, is feeling very lonely, and perhaps they are not manifesting it in the best light. Um, so I think that it may not go well, at least not in the mindset that MA is in right now. Uh, if the conversation is not in a few months, maybe something will happen. If you guys have friends or something that are involved in this, maybe there's a way to kind of turn the scales a little bit. But the way that I see it right now is that, yeah, not going to be a fun conversation. And gotta love those earth signs, very stubborn. So if they were being judgmental previously, it's probably going to be hard to curb that. SP, you're up next. So Sun Empress, not it. I definitely get more information with more cards, but I'm not a machine, so I just, yeah, that's just how my channel works, and I understand that's not necessarily for everyone, but this is a way for me to give at least a little back without burning myself out. And I can either do longer readings and fewer people, or shorter readings and, and more people. And I opted for that. Yeah, actually, I do. When I do my midweek and end of week check ins, I just do one card. Uh, let's see. Who did I just call? Sorry. SP. Sorry, SP and Sun Empress, your things look similar. You're both green with a with an S, but one is a slightly lighter green, and you got a little lost in the sauce for a second. Let's see if you'll get a salary hike. Uh, you know what? I think you might, but you would have to you might have to work for it a little bit. So if you haven't done like appraisals or whatever or advocated for this salary hike, I don't think it'll just happen. I think you have to maybe put yourself out there for it to happen, because the Five of Swords is like saying that there's an understanding that has to happen, but you can't be the only one to understand, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I think that this is definitely something that can happen. No, nothing in the future is set in stone, but it's up to you to make it happen. So, that's the important part of answer of your question. All right. Up next. You're welcome. No problem. I understand those little signal dips where you just enter those dead zones. All right, up next, Sophie. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. And SP, good luck. The way the world's been, we all deserve some salary bumps, right? So after Sophie, I have up Lady Love Up. Or yeah, Tammy, you're Rock with me, if I recall. Smara, and then Pam. So, Sophie, if you're still hanging out, go ahead, put your question in the chat. Let's see. Oof, military men. I work. I work with a lot of military and ex-military guys. Some of them are actually really nice. Let's see. Is the man I will marry from the military? Yep, I got it. Ooh, okay. Card. This is the same card, but popped out upright. So, no, I don't think they're going to be. Five of Swords is like tension and betrayal. So I feel like that's a sign, like in terms of your question, no, it's not going to happen. You guys would probably, if you end up dating a military man, might end up manifesting into a very tense relationship. So um at least, yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I see for this Five of Swords here. uh the thing too about the, I always like to caveat, the future is not set in stone. I'm just some random person on the internet. So, just if you're in a relationship with someone and you're happy, then go with that before you go with me. But yeah, I don't, the Five of Swords is generally a very stressful card in the sense that there's this, it doesn't make for a good relationship because it manifests as being like really selfish, and which generally leads to entitlement and leads to tension. So hopefully, if you're with someone, hopefully I'm wrong. I'd rather be wrong than you not have a loving, happy relationship. Lady Love Up, you are next. And then we have, I'll be finishing up with Tammy, Smara, and Pam. You were and now you're not. Hey there. I love that name. My queue is closed, unfortunately. I am about to wrap it up. Oh, uh, you're welcome, Sophie. Oh man, I'm I am sorry to hear that though. Hope hopefully hopefully you get to have some fun and freedom. You missed my like oracle card for the community in the beginning, but it's all about having fun this weekend, finding freedom, finding happiness in yourself and your friend and with your friends. So I hope you get all of that. Lady Love Up, should you communicate with the Sagittarius guy? Let's see. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Thank you, Sophie, and thanks for being patient. Really appreciate it. And I'm glad I could at least enjoy some time with you. So this is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you should actually communicate with the Sagittarius guy because you might tap into some surprise like balance and centeredness and grounding and like just overall the interesting thing about these twos, even though they are pentacles, it's also a sign of change as well. So that could be like you taking that step to communicate could be the sign that like tips the scales, it tips that balance, so that way you can make some change, but it will bring a different kind of balance into your life. So yeah, I think you should go do it. Treat yourself. Rock with me, aka Tammy. I believe I remembered your name correctly. And you guys, I hope you guys all have a great weekend too. You're welcome. Um, so Smara, if you were hanging out, go ahead, put your question in the chat. And then I'll finish up with you, Pam. Let's see. Are you in Vasilis? Hopefully I said that right. Completely over. We have the two of swords in reverse. Um, I kind of take this. So this is a maybe, but I take this as leaning towards a yes because the two of swords in reverse is just a sign of feeling overwhelmed, and there's too much conflict that's happening. Um, FP, sorry, my queue is closed. So yeah, there's too much, whatever happened between you guys, it left too much of a and I know you used the word completely, which is why I see this card as a maybe, because completely is a very permanent adjective. But I feel like for the foreseeable future, for the time being, I would say that it is over between you guys, because there's when you start to introduce fear and conflict into a relationship, it's really, really hard to get out of that space. So I don't see this being something um that you can get out of. And even upright, even this energy upright, which is why it leads more to guys not getting back together, is this is a card of indecision and stalemate. So even if you were to get out of that fearful, fearful, such a strong word, but getting out of that overwhelming position, then you're still going to be in this stalemate with each other. So I think that um you guys are probably not going to be getting back together, not anytime soon. Thank you, Devson, for joining the Lunar family. My queue is actually closed for the night, and I am going to be finishing up my readings. But I will be back next week. You're welcome, Smara. Thank you for waiting and being patient. Pam, if you're hanging out, go ahead and put your question in the chat. Thank you for following Pedigree. All right. Pam, if you're hanging out, still go ahead, put your question in chat. I am going to do one closeout oracle reading. And yeah, so let's see what we have. One last message for as we go into the weekend. Lakaba, I'm sorry. Welcome. Oh, well, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Just know that I am finishing up for the night, but I appreciate the sub, and I'll be here next week. But if you'd like to enjoy a quick community read, this is our door that we're walking into this weekend, and it's a moment's joy. So it says, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. So I think this is a sign that this weekend is about finding those small moments, even if they are small, finding those moments of joy, peace, happiness. And, it's also a sign to stop looking at the clock. Just enjoy the moment, be in the moment. Alrighty, guys. So thank you for joining. I am going to wrap it up. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed my readings, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.